Did you know that over 2 billion cups of coffee are consumed per day? Most of this coffee waste is being thrown away in the landfills. This is very bad for the environment as decomposing grounds release methane, which is second most abundant greenhouse gas. Here at the IDC we are learning to solve this problem by growing mushrooms from coffee waste.
So the first step to harvesting our mushrooms is collecting the coffee waste. We try to collect the coffee 5 times per week, and we have a team that splits into two. One part of the team is collecting the waste from the city center, and the other part of the team goes around the city with a car and collects from the outside of the city. So now we go into one of the first places to collect coffee. We are gonna exchange the buckets, so I'm gonna give them an empty bucket and they will give me the day's worth of coffee waste. Merci.
Right now we're doing the walking part of the coffee tour where we go around the centre of the city, like around the square, to pick up coffee from the different restaurants in our buckets. So now we've collected all our coffee. I've got a heavy bucket and we're taking it back to the shop. Now we're here, we just weigh the coffee on the scale. And this is 15 kilos of coffee. Now I'm weighing the mycelium to mix in with the coffee. It has to be somewhere between 5 and 10%, so we go for 7. Yeah, it's really important that everything's sterile. So we, before starting, take the metal pans and spray them with alcohol.
So now we're mixing the mycelium with the coffee. Just grind it up in our hands and mix it all through. Now we are adding the coffee into the bags, and these bags will go into the basement where they will stay until the fruiting starts. Here we are storing all the coffee that we mix around the city. So what we are waiting for is to see little fruits coming out, and when it's ready we take it back to the campsite and we start producing mushrooms.
This is the fruiting house where basically the mushrooms grow, but until they have light the mushrooms don't actually start to grow and give fruit. So after a few weeks we bring the bags up here and put them inside the fruiting house. So that they can develop. It's important that the space has got a controlled humidity and temperature and CO2 level. Now we're here to harvest some mushrooms, and when the mushrooms start to develop, they just develop inside the bags, and when we see that there's some bodies developing, we slit the bags so they have space to come out. They double their size every day. We write a serial number on every bag to keep count of where they come from and how many mushrooms they give, and then we write it down in a spreadsheet basically to know the productivity we're having.